Morning everybody, hope we're all fit and well, no illness, no injuries, nothing we need to worry about. If you just struggle with any exercises, just pop an alternative in or take a break, join back in when you feel ready. So we're going to start setting ourselves up as normal, standing nice and tall, drawing that tummy in, shoulders back, our feet set nicely under hips, arms down at our side, and we'll take that little lean forward so we catch the weight on the toes, and then back to just before you think you're going to fall. Just gently rocking that forwards and back, just wakes those senses up, helps us find our balance spot, gets us ready to move. That's it, a couple more times. There we go, one more. And then find that spot where you feel nicely balanced. You don't feel you falling forwards or back. Hands onto hips, or one hand in front behind. We're just going to tilt that pelvis under and then put that arch in the bottom of the spine. Again, just setting our body up, getting us in the right position, loosening up that lower back. After everything tightens up, stiffens up overnight. That's it, just tilting that under and back a few times. And if you want to soften the knees a little bit, that sometimes helps set that posture. Good, couple more. So one more time. And then you should have a spot now where you're nicely balanced, you've got neutral spine, you're ready to move. So you start those legs moving now, pedaling those feet. We press the ball of the foot down into the mat, pushing it into the floor, and our arms just join in. So walking arms, swinging from the shoulder, not the elbow. That's the opposite arm to opposite leg, just like when you're walking. The more you think about it, the harder that gets. That's it. And we'll gradually increase the arm movement now. So one starts to press back as the other lifts up. That's good. So bringing it up. Let's take it a little higher. Bringing those hands up above the head. So reaching high, really pressing them both back now. Starts to stretch out that chest and shoulder area. Loosening those up, getting us ready to move. That's good. More. Really pressing that foot still into the ground. That's it, one more each way. And bringing that back down. So still stood, nice and tall, those feet under hips. Just gonna reach down, and then the other side. That's it. Little comparison of your two sides. Do you feel a little bit looser one way? Can you reach a bit further than you can the other side? That's it. So we're starting to reach down and out. Just keeping it nice and steady. We're going to start to reach a little further and looking out to our fingers. Follow those fingers out as we reach. That's it. Looking nicely out to the sides. Taking it out. And start to reach that little bit behind your shoulder. So we're adding a little bit of rotation. That's good. Looking round over that shoulder. Good, one more each way. And we're going to start now to rotate all of that upper body. It's a nice smooth movement. So we don't want to be bouncing or forcing it too far. And release the outer heel so that you can turn all the way. Doing the owl impression, looking all the way behind. That's good. Nice and steady. A few more. Good. One more each way. Bring that back to centre. Give yourself a few seconds, just that balance to recenter and come back. So still standing nice and tall. You're going to take those arms out wide and you're going to sweep in through. Then open out and sweep. That's good. Just work at your own level, work at your own pace. Excellent. Nicely done, nice and steady. That's good, a few more. I'm going to change it up in a minute. Add some rotation in again. We're going to change this into that figure of 8. So we're sweeping through. Little bend of the knees as we come down. That's good. Getting that rotation. Bringing it through. Dip further down if you want. So we're sweeping nearer the floor. That's good. A few more. Good. One more each way. That back in. Give yourselves a few seconds just to recenter, let that balance come back. And you're just stand nice and tall and start raising one knee. Aim to keep yourself as tall and still as we can. So a few more, we're just going to change it up a little bit. We're going to add in an arm action. So we're going to add a running arm. So remember, it's opposite one. Just bring it up as if you're sprinting. High knee, hand coming up to probably just above shoulder height. Keeping them straight. We're not doing elbow to knee. We're doing like the sprinter arms. Good. A few more. Again, aiming still to keep us standing tall and still. That's good. One more each side. And bringing that back down. Okay, so getting our feet back nicely under our hips, standing tall. Just going to squat that down, bringing it back up, nice and steady. Maybe for about that 90-degree bend in the knees if we can. That's it. Keeping that head and chest up so we're looking forwards all the time. That's it, really good. Nice and steady. Keeping that through. Wherever your hands naturally go, mine tend to come up in front. If yours go somewhere else or the opposite way, doesn't matter. Whatever works for you. Couple more, we're going to change it up. So next time, we're going to start with our hands high. We're going to sweep it through. Take it back high. Reaching up. That's it. If you want to take this one further, when you reach high, you can go up to toes. That's good. Excellent. Keep that going. When you go onto those toes, nice strong ankles. Trying to keep them straight rather than rolling in or out. Good. Two more. And bring that back down. Okay, let's take it towards the end of our mat. Those feet under those hips, standing tall, reaching up, just roll it down, curling down towards those feet, and unroll, stack those vertebrae, as we bring it up, take it down. There we go. That's it. Nice and steady. Rolling through. That's it. Really good. Just keeping this going, really stretching out, loosening up all of that postural chain. From those hamstrings, from the glutes, to the lower back, curling that spine, rolling, and then we unroll, we stack the vertebra, and we come up. Couple more. So next time we're going to stop at the bottom, we're going to put our hands on the mat and walk it out. So hands down, walk it forwards, taking it out, holding that straight arm plank. A few seconds. Now let's take it back. So we're going to walk that back, unroll, bring that up, reaching high, and down again. So if you do struggle to walk it out, you can take it to the knees, and do that plank off the knees if we need. So we can hold there, that straight line from knee to shoulder. Just a lower intensity option. Good, bringing that back, then take that back up. So one more time. Bringing that down. Reaching down to the mat, walk it forwards. Into that straight arm plank position. We're holding. Excellent. That's good. A few seconds. And then drop to those knees. We can go into that kneeling box position from here. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And I want you to arch that spine up. So into that cat stretch. And then we'll drop that spine down. Head up in the air. That's good. And rotate through. Push that spine up again. in neutral position, sit back on those heels, stretch out through the shoulders in the child's pose. A really nice stretch through that back and shoulders, reaching forwards. And bringing that back up. Excellent, well done. So we're going to start in that kneeling box position. So we're going to start with our hover. So we'll just get our hands on the mat, hands under your shoulders, knees there under hips. And all we're going to do is lift our knees just a centimetre or two off the mat and hold in that position for a few seconds. So when we're ready, let's take it up. We're going to hold. Just keep breathing, staying still. You might have seen in some of the media recently that they recommend isometric exercises like these where you just hold. Been shown to be really beneficial for managing blood pressure. So things like this, planks, wall sits, really beneficial exercises. Just for about 30 seconds, a couple of times a day, been shown to make a difference. And lower down, take a few seconds, ease out those wrists, take the pressure off your hands. So we'll do that another couple of times. So when we're ready, take that back, get those hands back under shoulders, and lift. That's it. Good, keeping that held there, nice and steady. A few more seconds. If you start to shake a little bit, that's perfectly normal. And lower that down, release those wrists. And so we'll do one more. Good, so when we're ready, let's take it back down. Bring those hands back under your shoulders. And then lift. Excellent, keeping that held there now. Three, two, one, and release that down. So we're going to stay with that kneeling box position. We're going to go into our Superman. So starting the standard movement, one arm forwards, opposite leg extended back. Aiming to keep as long and flat as we can, with those shoulders and hips level. Try not to twist or lean as we extend. And then after a while, we'll put a progression in. Remember, at any time if you find the progression too difficult, stick with the basic movement. If there's a movement you can't do for any reason, have a break or pop something else in instead. So when we're ready, back to that kneeling box, and we're just going to extend nice and long, bring it in. That's good. Really good, nice, long, steady movement, not too fast. Should take at least a second or so to extend. We pause, slowly back in. That's good. Aiming to keep the shoulders and hips level. So we're not wanting to twist as we take those supports away. That's good. wrist for a few seconds if you want. So we're going to add a second movement in. So this time we're going to extend, we're going to come in, we're going to lift to the side, back down, then change. So it's extend, sides, back in. So when we're ready, back into that box position, we extend, in, sides, in, and change. Still aiming, keep that back, shoulders and hips all nice and level. That's good. Good, keeping that going. So go long, in, out, in, change. Good, one more each side. Last ones. And bring it in. Good, just release those hands again. So we're going to stay back in that position. We're going to go into our thread the needle. So this time we'll alternate each side. So instead of doing a set one way and set the other, it's one rep, change, one to the other side. So when we're ready, back into that box position. We take it through, shoulder near the floor, support and elbow bends, rotate, look up and down, through the other side, rotate, looking up and down. And good, keep that going. That movement going nice and steady, so we'll go through, we rotate and we change. One more each way. Taking that through, rotating up, down, last one. And down, well done. Okay, one more exercise on our front. So we're going to start in that downward dog position. So head down, bum up in the air, feet on the mat. We rotate through, dropping our hips through, rotating through the shoulders into sort of like that cobra type position. So hands on the mat, feet back, bum in the air, head down. You're going to rotate through, dropping those hips to near the mat and back. Using that core to lift us, to rotate through. Lift, rotate. Good, keeping that going.
I want to be with you forever.
back down. Well done. Excellent, well done. So we're going to move onto our sides now. So I want you to lay extended out on your side, resting on your hip, arm under your head, hand in front for balance if you need. So let's lay that out nice and long. That's it. We're just going to raise that top leg. So steady single leg lift with that top leg. That's it. Really good. A few more times.
You're perfect.
Good. Two more. And then roll over onto that other side. Back to that same exercise. So spin yourselves around. And you're moving on to that other side. Same again. That single leg lift, nice and steady. That's it. Keeping that bottom leg just off the floor if you can. And if you're confident in your balance, you can take that front hand away. Making sure we're still resting on that hip bone on your side, rather than rolling back onto the bum. That's it, really good, nice and steady. Two more. And bringing that back down. Okay, so resting on our side. We're going to go into our scissor movement. So we're just going to do this one once. It doesn't really matter which hip we're on. So holding our legs out straight, off the ground if we can. And we're going to scissor those legs forwards and back, keeping it nicely controlled. Steady away. It's not a huge movement. We're just making sure we scissor those feet forwards and back. That's it. Nicely done. Steady away. Couple more. And bringing that back in. Excellent, well done. So just want you to bend your knees up a little bit. We're going to raise up onto one elbow. So we're going to take it up into a side plank with that arm over the head and then bring the elbow and knee together. Keeping that body nice and still in that side plank. That's good, just doing what we can, working to our own level at all times. That's it, steady away. Good, two more. And bringing that back down, let's rotate ourselves around onto our other side. Leaning on that other elbow. Lift yourselves up into that plank. Arm goes over the head. Bringing it in. That's it. Steady away. That's it. Nicely done. Easing ourselves through. Keep that going. A few more. Good. 2 more. Last one. And bringing that down. Okay, keep those knees bent up, but lay ourselves back onto the mat with our arms out at 90 degrees to the body. We're just going to reach that over the top to open that door. Rotate around the head. So we go over, then we come around, drawing that semicircle on the floor with your finger as you come around the head. That's it. Excellent.
Your soul is so pure.
Good. Couple more. So one more. Bring that back together. Roll yourself over or spin round. Knees bent. Arms out at 90 degrees to the body. Let's take that over and around. Good. Nicely over. Watching those fingers all the way around.
Can you feel my heartbeat?
That's it. A few more. Good. We'll do 2 more. One last time. Bring that back together. Well done. Okay, taking yourselves over onto your backs now. You're going to start
Can you feel my
laid
heartbeat?
back with our knees bent and our hands pointing up to the ceiling. So beginning with our basic leg slide. So one leg extends, opposite arm behind the head. Bring it up. Then the other side. That foot stays close to the floor at all
Can you feel my
times.
heartbeat?
Just skims along the ground. That's it. Nice and steady. So you can breathe in as the arm drops, breathe out on the effort of lifting.
Your soul is so pure.
And out. That's good. Just steady away. So it's a nice extension and effort to come back in. Good. A few more. That's it. One more each side. And bring that in. Really good. Keeping our arms up. We're going to bring our knees and feet up into tabletop. And bend your elbows. So we've got that little, almost like a kneeling box position, but on our backs. We're going to drop one knee out to the side and our arm to the opposite side. Other ones stay vertical, bring it in and change. So just one moving at a time, dropping them out to the side. That's it. So I think puppy and lamp post, that's how that knee should be going out to the side.
This saw is so cute.
That's good. Aiming to keep that back flat on your mat, just with that natural curve at the bottom of your spine. Try not to let that exaggerate. If you do find that curve increasing, just engage that core, pull it back to its natural position. So that's not necessarily flat on the mat, that will have a slight curve. Maybe a slight gap just underneath the bottom of your spine. Everybody's different, some people have more of a curve than others. Good, a few more. Good, one more each side. Last one. Bring that in. Okay, bringing your feet back down to the mat, fairly close into the bum. Hands are just down on the mat. We're going to take it up in a plank. So we're going to tilt our pelvis under. We're going to peel the back off the mat, press our hips up and our heels into the floor, and then reverse. So one vertebra at a time, down onto the mat, pelvis rocks back. So tilt under, peel off the mat, squeeze the bum as you push the hips up, and down. Roll it, rock it back. Tilt under, peel up, smooth back down onto the mat. That's good, keeping that going nice and steady. So it's not too fast. One of those exercises is better done slowly, really focusing on all the movement stages. So tilting that pelvis, peel the back off the mat, one vertebra at a time. Push up, squeezing the bum, heels down. And reverse. That's good. A few more. Excellent. We'll do two more. One more time. Bring that up, pushing up, squeeze that bum, heels into the mat, and lower that down and relax it there. Slowly come up to a sitting position. So sitting up, back nice and straight, knees bent, hands forwards, and let's roll it back. Remember, we're curling that spine. Curling, making that C shape as we come up and down. Nice and steady. Really focus on making sure we're rolling movement, curling that spine. Not just pivoting from the hip flexors. Really engaging that core to bring us up. Control that movement back down. Excellent. Good. A few more times. Keeping this a really nice basic movement today. Just making sure you focus on that movement, that posture, that position. Sometimes it's easy to get drawn into adding adaptations, making it look fancier, where we focus on the basic movement can really, really work. Good, 2 more. One more time, taking that back. We're going to go all the way to the mat, all the way down, and stay down. Bring your feet in towards you. I want you to raise one foot up, and just place your hands either behind the thigh or behind your calf, and just draw that leg gently towards you. That's it. Nicely easing out that hamstring. Just gently drawing that leg in. You may find after a few seconds the stretch eases and you come a little further. Good, relax down, change legs. Raise that opposite leg. Hands either behind calf or on your hamstring. And just gently draw that leg in. Again, if you feel that ease after a few seconds, you can just extend that slightly. If it gets painful, ease that back. That's good, and relax that down. So take one foot, place it on top of the opposite knee, and then hands go behind the leg that's still on the mat. We're going to lift that leg and pull it in. You should now be feeling that stretch just around, sort of glue around the bone on the side of the top leg. That's good, release down, change legs. So pop the foot over the other knee, raise the bottom. Good, again, hold for a few seconds. Just release that down. Get hold of both knees, draw them into the body. Give those knees a really nice hug. And gently bring yourself back up to a sitting position. Bring your feet together and just let those knees drop out. Drop out as far as they feel comfortable, and if you want to take the stretch a touch further, use the elbows, just slightly press down. That's good, and relax, just let the legs go wherever's comfortable, hands together, drawing those shoulder blades apart. So we've just got a couple to go, up above your head. Reaching back, or hands in the small of the back, chest forward, shoulder blades together. That's good. Release, back up to your feet. So just to finish, let's take our feet nice and wide, those toes pointing slightly out, and let's sweep that through. Reach it up over your head one more time. You're going to sweep that, take it up onto toes, reach for the sky for 3, 2, 1, and relax that down. Well done, everybody.